Okay, good morning everyone. So today we're going to continue with the Ansible ad hoc command. So what are the default modules apart from ping pong? So we saw the ping module and the response is pong. Now we're going to see the default modules. So there is the default modules by Ansible. Default means whether you use the an whatsoever the module name, either not is going to understand by default. That is called command. What is called command? Command is a default module for the Ansible, because Ansible is a Linux base, so it will take the automated, means you should not use the module even though it's going to use the, because of default you can give the any command. So let's check it out. Default modules, then we will move to the what are the non-default module. We have series of non-default module where it's only default module or a single module that is called command. So we will see explicitly define this, and even though we will not going to define this, let's jump on the box and do this. So here, oh sorry, where we are here, sister. Okay, one. Okay, we are here. So let's see what is this. Let me clear the screen, and we have, so first I will define the module as a command, then we will check it out. So we have command Ansible host. I'm going to do for host, and module I will give the command. I will give the command as a module. So earlier it was ping module, now it's a command module. Now I will pass some arguments. So argument followed with the curly bracket, sorry, double quotes. So what's the, I will give the information. I want to know the system information. So uname is a command for everyone. So followed with the a attribute. This is a command uname hyphen a. So this is an argument what you want to pass with that, and I want to use for all the system belong to the host class. So let's see that. What's the output? So we have output. You can see that it's a given the system. What is this? Everyone. This is the first 102. This is server 5611. This is another PC 56101, and the another server 5612. You can see that each and every information they collect with the date, time, and everything, it's bring and printed over the screen. So we use the command module. You can pass any command using this module. Okay, so this is the default module. As I told you, default, either you use module or not does not matter. So let's remove this module. I'm not using any module because by default Ansible understand this is the default module. If you bypass, if you pass only argument, means they will reflect to the, okay, this is the default module. If you are not passing any module, so always you remember, if there is no module in the command, means this supposed to refer to the default command module. So let's see the outputs is the same or not. So you can see your output same. Clear, guys? Let's pass any command. I want to check the date. I want to check the date. So I will check the date. Date is a command. I will pass this. So, and it's going to, for each and every system they show you the output is the date. What is date? Individually, if you log in, if you do the SSH each individual device, and then if you run the command, this will show you this. You can see that. And one system is running with the UTC, one system is running with the UTC. Clear, guys? So you no need to pass the module if it's a belong to default one, or you can see any other command like cal command. Do you remember we have cal command? Okay, I will run the cal command for each and every system. Let's see what going to be happen. They're supposed to print for each and every system. You can see it's a, if you have 100 200 device, so you can get the information from each and every device for your system. Understand, guys? Clear
Okay,
till
actually,
here?
is IP root is also kind of a default command if we can hit this IP root.
IP root, yeah, yes, let's see that. Let me clear the screen first. So any command. So let's see, you are telling IP route is a command. IP route is a command. So it will check. Yes, of course, it will check. Can you see that?
Okay, so by this we can see the output for all those hosts
Yes,
on
if you want
a
to get the
single window.
information for one, you can't log in at for device. Can you see the automation power? You can
Yeah.
get the information of 10 device, 20 device, 100 device, or as per your class, as per your model, you have to just create your inventory. That's all. Awesome.
Ashutosh,
Clear? Now,
I have one question, Ashutosh. But
yes.
how we can segregate the device list? Like suppose we have shoot the command IP route, but for which device, which IP route, how we can
Oh,
segregate?
very good. Excellent question. So we have in inventory how many files? 56.11. The IP address. Can you see this IP address? Changes RC0. This is the first comment from the device. Which device you log in, and then they print their output. Then we have second device.
Okay, suppose as
Then we
why
have
in
third device. Then we have fourth device.
Okay.
okay, and suppose as why if in inventory we make the DNS entry as well. So instead of this IP, can we find the IP and the host name as well? Because most of the
Yes,
time,
yes, definitely. So let's do that. So
okay,
first you check Ansible inventory. Very good questions. I'm looking for this. If you ask me questions, you will get the solution of that. So we have inventory because there is no R1, R2 DNS resolution. So in this, if you do DNS, you're going to do inventory DNS here. Sorry, R1, R2, R3, you must have running local system as a DNS or some infrastructure as a DNS. Clear? So we have already infrastructure as a DNS, means local system as a DNS, right? We saw that,
right.
right? Now let's create this inventory. So I'm going to create the inventory, something called sudo beam editor, and we will follow the Ansible, follow the hosts. Okay, so I will do this inventory, go for insert command I, and I will make one another class. I will make another class. That's I will give Rx, like what I given the name Rx, and I will give the R1. Guys, you can do anything with your class whatsoever. You will do that. That class going to refer to entire that list. Okay, now escape, and I will create, write, quit, and follow this. Now let's check the list. We have R1, R2, R3. Can you able to see? Oh, sorry, I have to do for systems also, right? So let me host. Now we have to do insert, and for the one class I make for the host as a so host. No, I have to give the unique name for the classes. We have to give the unique name. So I will write general host. Gen host. You can give any name. General host. I took this name, and you have to follow the keyword. Okay. Now I'm clicking. So I will take gen serve. Okay. Now I will go for the what do you say, gen serve? gen gensist, and we have a support serve, and we have support system. So these are the host name. I already given the local inventory, means you can follow them with the, oh no, this, then we have to write it. Okay, okay, now you check the inventory host. So we have general server. So now it's going to print with this class if I am going to call this class. Okay, so what is my class? You can cat this and check it out. What is my class we have? So we have created the classes. So we have class gen host class. Now I will run the command with Ansible. Instead of this, I will use general host as my inventory, and now I will run with the IP route, and let's see what's going to be happen. Can you see general server instead of IP? It's coming the output for that is okay. So now not only this, you have Linux is very powerful. So if you want to segregate for only grave and give the output only for the what, for you want to see that followed with the what, and say um, anything you want to graph later, I will see that. Okay, you guys clear till here? Let me go for the module wise then.
Ashutosh,
Yes.
yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
Right now we have inventory for routers, right? In that
Yeah.
we have 10, 20, 30 hosts. If we want to, in future, if we want to add 40 or there, or we have to remove 10 from this, it's possible.
Yes, yes, you can do that, TDR. That's a file. That's a file. That's why you have to maintain your inventory. If you 10,000 device, you can add them. You maintain your inventory. किसी भी organization में वो अपना inventory maintain करता है. Okay.
Okay.
They
Okay.
maintain their inventory like Kulik. In the current organization, you have Kulik
Yeah.
whatsoever. You can pull the all the router, all the models, everything. So inventory are created on every current organization. So from
And
there you have to just edit, copy, paste. Just copy that inventory. That's all.
yeah, and if suppose if we have more like 100 device or anything, so we can just double greater than symbol, and we can just in a separate sheet we can just fetch out the
Yes,
report.
right, right. So the Ansible command modules is powerful. That's all. You call the inventory. You have 100,000 whatsoever you can call. Here I can show you the four because we have limited infrastructure. If you are able to do for more than two, you can able to do for the same thing for 100. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Right. Let me show you how you're going to do. Suppose Ashutosh, for 100 I don't want to print here, so you can redirect your file. You want to do this, you redirect your file whatsoever. I will give xyz file .txt. Okay, I will do redirection for 100 device. I don't want to see output, so it will not print. I told you Linux is important. Everything redirect. Anything printed here? No, but you can see in that file. You can see there is the xyz file. Okay, and you can do the cat xyz. So Linux is very powerful. Xyz, and you can see all the output there. Why it's IP do denied, permission denied, retry. Wait a minute, don't do redirection. Just I will do this. The output is printing or not. Earlier it's a pass, right? It's a pass generic server. Aha, okay. Permission deny, pre-try can message unreachable true. The system is running or not. Valid incorrect. Oh, incorrect password. I'm not giving right password. Okay, sorry guys. So here. What's the error? Generic. Invalid incorrect password. Permission deny. Please try again. Asu. There's a caps locks on or something. Let me ping pong module. Why it's happening? Password is wrong. It's telling. So Asu and Asu. That's right. ASHU. There's no caps lock on. Permission denied.
Can you check?
Let me individually switch on this ASU. Click on. Oh, my caps lock is still on. Thank guys. If you do some mistakes, so it will not going to work. Now it's supposed to. My caps lock was on. Okay, so that's why wrong password. Okay, so now let's redirect this. If you do redirection xyg.txt, it will overwrite. Okay, now you check with the cat file with the ssh, you have all the output redirected. There's nothing print. Now tell me one questions, if you want to print as well as redirection, tell me anyone if you study the
T
Linux.
command, like we need to use T command
Oh,
for
excellent.
the
Thank you. Who give me answer?
never.
Excellent. You have to do the T command. So you use the 5T whatsoever. Like you can do the abc.txt, and then I want to print. Printing, it's going to be happened and it's going to redirect also. Earlier, only the printing happening means there is no print on screen, but now it's going to print on screen as well as redirections. So I told you that's the beauty of this. Okay, it's a redirected as well as printed. Let me see the redirections cat abc. So you can see how you can do, you can store your data, your informations. If you're planning for deployment or any configuration, you collect the information using the ad hoc command, and then you can create your playbook. We will see that playbook. Okay, so I'm going to move forward. Any question till here? Yeah, I think we will talk to later for questions. If you have, I should move on the non-default list of the module. Okay. So non-default list of module. What is the challenge with the default list? I want to segregate this. Suppose I want to use the something called the pipe with this command. I'm able to use the pipe with this command. Let's see that. I don't want to use this pipe. I want within the command I will use the pipe. Can I able to use the pipe? Earlier we are using the pipe command, right? Great. Or something I want to see that. So first let me see the output here. So I saw the output here. So I will check for one well-known subnet 192. Yes. So I will check the subnets that's called 192.168.56 subnet. I'm looking for this. Okay, so I want to grab this, and do I able to do with the default command? Let's see that. So I'm giving the command only. Failed. IP root half.non-zero return code. The command module do not allow, they don't know this pipe. Okay, because they did not allow this as a default. So the solution is called very powerful solution. This is allow, that is called module, the cell module. What is the module called? Cell module. Cell module give you as you are in real cell. What is called cell module? This cell module give you the real experience of the cell. Real experience of the cell. Default don't have this. Okay, so whatsoever you are able to do in the actual device, you can do the separation and everything you can use on the Ansible ad hoc command with the Ansible keyword. Let's do that. So I'm going to add the module. Now I have a module called something very powerful, that is called cell. Okay, and we'll go with this, that. Wow, we are getting out of this output. If you see, there is a 4 and 5 line. I am looking for this specific output from it. So you can separate your output by sitting on the control machine, entire 1,000, 10,000 devices. If you want to see that, separate with using the module cell command, cell module. So cell module are another powerful module. It will give you full phrase. You can do as you are doing in original machine, original system. Got it, guys? Clear? So use cell. Cell is my favorite command. Clear? Defaults and non-default. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
move to the next module. The module says, the next module we have, are you able to see my screen, guys? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we have next module called cell. After that we have very important module today, raw module. Raw module. Okay. Raw module says that, okay, so let's runs the same command on the router switches. We talk so much about the Linux server and this. We will continue talking in the next class, but now we will come back to our topic, router switches. What about router switches? So we will study raw module. In raw module make real agentless. There's something called raw module which make the Python control machine real agentless behavior. What do you mean by agentless? Understand. So right now, whatsoever module I'm using, I use the command module. Till now we studied the 3 command module, ping module, and then we study the cell module. Till now, all these modules need a Python interpreter must run on the manage node. Must run on the manage node. Then only it will manage. But do we have Python interpreter running on my router switches? Anyone, guys? Do we have? Participate?
No.
No, we don't have Python interpreter because these are server and system. Of course, they have Python built. But in the router switches, we don't have. So I need a module which can run this command with the odd flavor. So that is the module called raw module. So now we're going to see the raw module. Let's explore that. Before going to raw module, what are the challenges do I face for router switch? So from here, your real routing switching automation starting. So First thing, I supposed to ping my what? Something called auto switch. So let's ping with R1 pinging reachable, R2 reachable, now R3 is reachable. Okay guys, comfortable? Now second, Ansible work on the what? Open SSH. They need transport as a open SSH. So either we will test for SSH for each, or we will run the module and we will check it out what going to be happening. So let's do that. So first command I'm going to run on my router Ansible, I want to ping the things. I want to ping like we have pinged to the servers and system. So Ansible, and I will try for one router. The same thing will be applicable for all the router, or we can let's do for the entire class. Okay, for entire class we have router is an entire class, and then go for module and with the ping module, and we have some user password ASU. Let's check it out. We will try to resolve each and everything step by step. We will understand the problem, then get the solution, and we'll see the benefits after the solution. So what is sage here? Anyone please participate. If you not understand the error log, you will never able to do the coding, my dear.
It says again incorrect or invalid password.
Yes, incorrect and invalid password means the challenge coming. Do we have right user and password? Let's go for the router. So what user and password I'm using? I'm opening console. ASU and ASU. Let's check it out. There's a user and password. This is the first router. Okay. So I will check. So run type include username. You can see there is nothing called username Ashutosh or Ashu. So I will create my user. So I will create first step creating the user in the router switches so that the Ansible can have permission. So I'm going to username Asu, and privilege I will give 15, and it will be secret password will be Asu. I will create one more as a admin, as a admin, because I will keep backup as a admin. Something wrong, so going to be used as a admin. Guys, in your organization, this password must be running for each and every device with the net admin or admin. So don't worry about that. So we have this. Okay, but here we are creating our system, so we have to do this. So I'm going for the creating for every device. So username also privilege 15, and please practice this. Okay, in your home you have given the 3 devices, so let me copy and paste. I'm able to copy paste, copy, paste it, and then we going to use the admin also. So admin privilege 15 secret password admin, and I'm going to use same thing here. So I have created 2 users ASU and admin with the privilege 15 followed by the secret password. What's the benefit of secret password? Always use secret password. Admin privilege is the MD5 secret. You are not, no one going to encrypt that, no one able to encrypt that. So really, let's check it out. So run, you will do show run, and you can see your the password is username. You have an encrypted password. You see, this is encrypted MD5 password. Okay, let's come back to this. So I resolved my issue. Let me check it's working or not. So I have given the username. You can use ASU or admin, anything, because we have both the two. Now what is the next challenge? Do we able to ping that? Okay, what is the next challenge? It is read and take participate. If you understand, you will be understand the how you have to code this. So anyone, can you see what is the unhandled error? Each and every device they check, they try to using the discover the Python interpreter, but there is nothing called Python interpreter for this device.
So that
So
mean on those routers we don't have Python
very
interpreter.
good. So Python means we need a module. This module by default having property that is called Ansible facts. So I need a module which bypass these Ansible facts. We are not supposed to check the any Python interpreter on the manage node. It's not possible to install the Python. Okay, so it's something they introduce with the module called raw module. Okay, you want to study more about raw module, so you have to go to the your website that is called doc Ansible. Everything you refer from here docansible.com, and can you see this and go for the community version of the documentation, and you get started learning playbook Ansible. So you go for this. There is a search bar. You can type as a raw module. What you will type raw module and enter. So there is a pop-up and they will show you the first command, and you click that. There's something called execute a low down and dirty command. Low down dirty command, that is called raw module. The argument given with the raw are run dirty through the configuration remote cell. Okay, they will give you the standard output, standard error output, and return code when available. So what is this says? Execute a low down dirty SSH command not going through the module subsystem. Okay, and this is a common use for the where without Python installed by default. So where a system without Python installed by default. This documentation is very perfect. They are very simple language. They given you can study and everything is there. Another is speaking to any device such as router that do not have any Python installed. See that? Okay, so this module is developed for the router switches. So what module we going to use? What module we going
Raw,
to use?
raw module.
Raw module. So let's see if I will run the raw module. I will run the raw module. I'm going to remove the router class. So module am. I will run the raw module. And I will give the argument. Okay, I will not give the argument. Let's see what's going to be error. I want to study what going to be happened if I will not pass any module. Oh, sorry, not any argument. I did not pass any argument. I have given the inventory where I want to run. I got the raw module and followed by the authentication. I did not give any argument. Okay. So wow, they printed, bro. No argument. Raw module going to manage everything. It's become the agentless. It's become the agentless. But you have to give the argument. Without argument, it's no meaning of the raw module. Clear? So always you have to give the argument. So most basic command will be the Ansible, then my inventory, routers, then followed with the raw
module.
module, then followed with the argument, any argument. This time I expecting argument from Jitendra. Give me argument which you want to play on this router. Any argument,
Any,
yeah. So IPR,
yeah,
so IPR, यार भूल गए routing switching.
no.
Okay, argument, any command you want to play, just give that. That is called argument, and give your authentication. Give your authentication. So let's see all R1, R2, 3. Wow, it's a printed over there. You can see 122.30. The changes happen this for R2, 20, 410. Can you see the outputs? Guys, everyone.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Awesome. By sitting on the one control system, you can get for the 100 of device the information in the printed over there. So I'm going to stop the recording part over here, and we're going to continue this from this point from next class. See you in next class, guys. Okay, bye bye.